let me mention, and thank you for your call, beloved. I appreciate your call. Let me mention to you about what happened in Vietnam. In Vietnam, when they realized the torturous, murderous, corrupt, vile nature of the American military machine, that what was left of the morality of the soldiers at that time came to a head, and they began to do something which in layman's term was called fragging. What fragging was, they started to kill the military elite, the officers that were right there in charge of them. And once those military people began fragging their own officers, then the politicians and the corrupt government officials right here in America began to pull back, and the American people spoke through the fragging of their own. 770-559-2999. Hold on, Prince, let's see if we got a call. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there? Again, in Vietnam, when they were killing men and women and children, the military machine itself turned on itself, and they began to frag. Caller, are you there? Caller, do we have that call? Okay, Prince, come in, and caller, say something. I apologize. We know we've been having good, but we're having issues now. Go ahead, Prince.
Listen, I listen, and I hear, and I see. And what I'm observing is this. The brother just read to you something that's telling you that we ain't, number one, our minds ain't on the same order.
That's right.
Right? To deal with the situation, what these two, the last caller was talking about. Our minds ain't ready for that.
Because our families are divided.
Right. Number two, this is already prepared for what is going to happen. They done prepared for what expecting you to do this.
Caller, I think we hear you. Hold on.
I'm saying to us, we need to understand. When I read earlier talking about the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, that's our only source to overcome this situation.
Because he said, no weapon formed will prosper
against us. But we have to understand who we are, to whom we are indebted to, whom we have to turn to, and the power of prayer.
There we go.
To the right source.
Yes, sir. Let's try to take this call, Prince. Absolutely. Go ahead, beloved. Thank you for your call. Caller, go ahead. Caller. Yes.
Turn down your TV.
Turn your television down. Absolutely. We hear it in the background. Turn it down, please. I'll move into another room. Go ahead, beloved.
How you doing?
Just fine.
I want to say I agree with you. America got concentration camps. The prison and nothing but concentration camps. And the slave donors that they can work the brothers in prison cheaper than they can work them in the third world countries.
That's right.
And that the multinational corporations are using the prisoners to work in the prisons for 10, 20, 30 years, and then the same companies that they work for, like Dell Computer, when they get out of jail, they refuse to give them jobs for those same companies because they've been in prison.
That's right.
And I like to say that Marcus Garvey said long time ago that we don't live up and get our own nation, get our own land, get our own country, go back to Africa, go back and govern our own selves and use our own resources and have our own president. If we don't live up in these separates, they're going to sit by us like they sit back the Indians. There used to be some Indians, there used to be some Africans. So I just want to comment on you, young man, and say you're great. My name is Mukasa, and I'm a soldier for Africa.
I remember you at the Let Us Make Man program. Thank you for your call. We got a full bank. Send the next call. Say something so we know you're there. Go ahead, Dr. Track.
Here's what I see with the other man who called in saying pick up, go, and take. You know, it's all right to smoke marijuana. I ain't got no problem with that, but don't call in and you smoke it. You're dreaming. No, I'm going to tell you why. When the Japanese burned Pearl Harbor, 11 or 12, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, America sent the National Guards around, round up every one of them.
That's right.
And put them in a concentration camp.
That's
you
right.
see, we ain't locked in. We talking about take. How you gonna outdo me? You get my knowledge, you read my books, my laws.
That's right.
Now, the thing of it is, they knew what they did. They allowed you to get credit. They allow you to move in these new houses. They allow you to have fairly good jobs. And they knew that you were gonna fall back and get lax.
That's right.
Now that you are lax, they move in and set up a controlling program. Now you're saying, how do I wiggle out of something? You gave it away. Now to set up and say, we need to take, what you gonna take? You ain't got nothing to take nothing with. You can't go and take General Motors. You can't go take the Ford Company. Who you gonna take? What you gonna? You can't take. I know you can't take IBM.
Right.
So
Apple, none of that.
So now they got a big old whole satellite up in the sky.
Carla, say something.
But get this here. That satellite is a place for them to go and live.
They got a space station.
So this thing about go and take. What you gonna? Oh man, please.
Caller, are you there? Do we have a call? We got a full bank. Can you, caller, speak to us. 770-559-2999. Caller, are you there? We hear you vaguely. We can't hear him. Caller, speak. I hear you speaking, but we can hardly hear you for some reason. Can you all get him any clearer? I hear you, caller. We just can't get you. We're not here. We're very low. Who is that? Kemp? Oh, Kemp, we can't. Kemp. Man, you need to get on a good phone. You're supposed to be down here helping anyway, home. No wonder the Most High won't let you send the next call. No. Kemp, are you there?
I hope he's not the one that's talking about the 50 folks he gonna bring.
No, that ain't the one. It's another brother.
I don't blame him.
Send the next call, 770-559-2999. Caller, are you there? Do we have a call? Caller? What was that? CIA, FBI? I mean, y'all ain't the freedom of speech. I mean, what's going on? All right, callers, please say something when you come in. We're trying to get you. We have technical difficulties. Faye, come on in here.
See, you can do one or two things the way I look at it. You can either
turn it down a little bit so when they won't blast when they come in. Come on, get John and see if he can help.
You can either accept the situation under which you are currently living, or you can work to change it. That's the only two options there are.
See, Faye, you're getting this whole community riled up. We're going to put it on. See, this woman you gave me.
Or you can work to change it. If you accept it, then have the courage to say, listen, I accept my plight here. I'm going to live in this plight. This is the way it's going to be.
Call, are you there?
Or you can say, I will spend the rest of my life trying to change it.
770-559-2999. Caller, are you there? Do we have this caller? We got a full bank of calls. We can't get the callers in.
Accept it or change it. Okay. I think you try to change it. You just don't want to.
Prince, come on in here, and then Doc. I'm sorry, caller. We need you to try to say something. And I know you probably are. Unfortunately, we're not getting.
I want to read something.
Yes.
It started out reading in Isaiah.
Just say something.
It said, "Keep silence before me." Isaiah 41. O coastlands, you people wait for my words. Let them draw near to speak, and let us come together for judgment.
Okay.
Who has stirred up from the east the champion of justice? To him he delivers the nations and subdues kings. With his sword he reduces them to dust, and with his bow to driven destroy. We have to understand that.
That's right.
That when we're talking about the condition that we're in because we left God.
That's right.
We left his teaching.
That's right.
We left his instruction.
That's right.
So he put us in this land.
That's right.
To be chastised and whatever the man did, Mashiach said.
That's right.
Okay? You are the light of the world.
The salt of the earth.
The salt of the earth. But if you lost your connection with the Creator,
you're good to be
trampled under the feet of men.
That's right.
So, and when God says, I am the eternal, you got to believe that, man.
That's right.
You got to know.
That's right.
People talk about God, but they don't really know God.
That's right.
If they knew that, they already got the answer.
There you go. Let's see if we can get this call. 770-559-2999. Caller, are you there? We can hear you very lowly. Speak to us.
Yes.
Caller.
Yes.
I hear you, but we can barely hear you. I don't know what has happened. I don't.
I have a question
Go
for the panel.
ahead,
I have
Gerald.
a question, 'cause
We apologize. We're sorry. Go ahead, Gerald.
I have a question because normally if I'm home, you know I'm gonna call.
Right.
To Prince, this is the question. What did we do so wrong to deserve this? Did we adopt these pagan